Okay, hey, what's going on? This is Chris Bryan, and I wanted to just to take a couple minutes this evening, and as the title, here shows, one of my pet peeves, which is the top killer to customer satisfaction. I think it's the most visible, one of the top 5 killers, and what we as a community can really do about it. So, it's very obvious, the first thing most people observe in terms of bad customer satisfaction is an employee giving bad service. And, while it's very easy to get mad at that employee and to blame them for not properly, serving you, whether it's having a bad attitude or whatever it is, I really don't blame that employee, because to me, it really comes down to the business owner to be the primary root cause, And in the end, regardless of whether or not it's the fault of the employee, that person needs to understand the standards to which you're holding your business to. And in the end, you need to inspect what you expect out of that employee. They have the proper tools, the proper training, and again, like I said, you need to observe and ensure that what they're doing meet your standards. So, I'm going to be pretty soon publishing some information about the top 5 killers to customer satisfaction, but I think this is the one that is for most people the most obvious. The thing that you see. When you walk into whether it's a restaurant or into a Fortune 500 company, one of my pet peeves is that, and you have large companies like whether it's a Target or a McDonald's, companies that obviously have a standard, but when you go into some underserved communities, sometimes you'll notice that the level of customer satisfaction there is not as great as it would be in other places, And again, I don't blame the employees. I really blame it on the management. I blame it on the owner, because it is really up to them to make sure and inspect what you expect and ensure that you have the training and the policies and everything in place, so that employee knows exactly how they need to interact with that customer. So, I wanted to hop on here this evening and, just kind of get that off my chest. It's something that I can't help it. I observe these things as I go about my daily routine, and, based on my background and my interest in customer satisfaction is just something that, I see all the time. And, what we really can do about it, which is the most important thing, is that we need to basically, you vote with your feet. I love supporting, business in my community, and I'm Jamaican, and I love supporting Jamaican-owned restaurants and businesses and so on. But you know what? The bottom line is, if they're not living up to the level of the standards, and if I feel that they're not representative of our culture and they're not providing that level of customer satisfaction, then we need to vote with our feet and actually not support those businesses that are not supporting. And instead of fighting or getting mad at that employee that you see in front of you, it's really the management that needs to understand that we're not satisfied and take our money elsewhere. And like I said, vote with your feet. So another thing that you could do is go ahead and I started a Facebook group. It's called Building Better Communities Through Customer Satisfaction. You could find it here on my page. Go ahead and join that, and let's continue the conversation there. Let's highlight those businesses that are doing what they're supposed to do. Let's support those businesses that are that are, providing that level of customer satisfaction, that are serving the community, that are, have longevity within the community and providing jobs and so on. And, and that's another thing that you can do. And like I said, so go ahead and you're going to find that link in this post here. Go ahead and join that Facebook group. And let's continue the conversation there. I'm going to continue to also interview some of those business owners and highlight how they have implemented customer satisfaction techniques into their business, and so we could continue to make sure that through great customer satisfaction, we can actually serve the community through having healthy, sustainable businesses, employ people, and serve customers in those communities as well. So on that note, thanks again for hopping on.